Are you a leader, an upline of somebody, however many people these might be? This is a really important point I'm going to make here today, because you and I, as I did in the past, of course, as well, we might be actually making a mistake that might be contributing to the fact that 9 out of 10 new networkers give up, throw in the towel within their first 90 days. So this is something that we can change actually by an important mindset shift, an important shift as well, and how we do business and how we actually speak to our newbies. And that's what I'll be sharing with you today. Hello and welcome. I'm excited you're here. In case we haven't met before, my name is Katrin from bloomwithkatrin.com, and I'm coming live to you from the beautiful Bavarian forest over here in Germany. And I hope that you're not shy and are brave enough to drop down below who you are and where you're tuning in from, so I can circle back around and have a little conversation with you. Looking forward to doing that, because I'm here to help you take your business to the online space in a way that's going to be sustainably successful and soulful, as I like to call it, meaning it's going to feel good from the inside out. And I don't know about you, but when I enroll people, when I recruit people, and they turn inactive within their first 90 days, so meaning they're no longer responding to messages, that does not feel good. Can we agree on that? Yes. And this has definitely happened for me, and it's no longer happening now, or it's very, very few people only go down that route now since we've made this shift. So here's the major mistake. And if you have an idea what it might be, drop it down below. I'd be curious to know whether you can relate to the experience of having people go MIA after a few weeks and no longer responding to your messages and actually giving up, throwing in the towel, right? And also what you think might be contributing to that. I'm not saying we're causing that, because it comes down to everybody, becoming their own entrepreneur, right? But we do contribute by implying that this business is oh so easy. Have you ever said that yourself? Have you ever heard it said? And is it your experience? I mean, let's have an upfront conversation here today, right? Is it easy? Well, it's not rocket science, but everything that is simple and easy is simple to do, but also simple not to do. But here's the thing. When we speak to our potential, to our prospect, somebody who's looking for a plan B, who's open to the business aspect of things in our industry, if we tell them, hey, this is so easy, all you got to do is whatever it might be, that's going to be their expectation. And now when life starts getting real, when they start talking to people, depending on, who their audience is, obviously, who they actually are speaking to, they might get rejected. Have you experienced that? I have experienced quite a bit of rejection along my journey, right? And that's not easy. It's not easy. So what happens is, when somebody really believed you as the upline, telling them, hey, this is so easy, all you got to do is, I don't know, get 3, you get another 3, and you're going to be well off. And that's not as easy as it sounded. They're going to feel disappointed. Do you agree? And this is something that I hear a lot in our industry, is that my upline wasn't completely upfront with me. Okay. So yes, it is easy to do the things that we need to do to build our businesses, right? But it's not necessarily easy to do. And we can actually do quite a number of things for our newbies, and I'm going to get into the details here in a sec. But really to have them, or to set them up with the right kind of expectation. Okay. So not really very many worthwhile things come with very little effort in life. Would you agree? So at least that's my experience. So let's set the right set of kind of expectation in our newbie, so they don't feel disappointed and not having been completely upfront with after a few weeks into their journey. Okay. So yes, it is true in many compensation plans, depending obviously on what that's structured like, multi-level, binary, whatever it might be. It might be true that all you need to do is bring 3 people who again bring 3 people, and then you're well off, or they bring another 3 and another 3 and another 3. You know the story, right? So here's the thing where we actually set our newbie potentially up for success or failure. And that is what comes after that. So if I tell somebody, just go talk to more people, which is what I got from my previous upline all the time, just go talk to more people. It's so easy, right? Here's the thing, we might actually be setting our newbie up for failure. And bear with me here in this figurative example. I know that's presumably not your product, but let's imagine this scenario. You have the best, I don't know, grass-fed beef steak, whatever, in the world. Okay, and I'm a vegetarian, I'm not going to eat it. But let's imagine that's your product. And now you tell your people, just talk to more people. And without really thinking about it, people start talking to everybody they know. What's going to happen to our amazing beef steak excited person when they start talking to vegetarians without really being aware of it, right? So here's the thing, we are setting them up for failure if we do that, right? Just talk to anybody. Let's help them get a little bit more strategic and smarter and more effective also in their conversations, whether that's a post that they put up on social media, or whether that's a real conversation in real life, right, with somebody in a cafe or whatever, right? So how about we have a think, we as uplines, okay, what's the product, for example, in our starter set, starter kit, whatever that's called in your company? What problems does this particular product or these particular products solve? And here's where it becomes important to make the connection, right? And I'm hoping that I can help you connect these dots today. Okay, so I have a solution to a problem. Now, might it be more effective to talk to people who most likely have that struggle, have that problem, or just talk to anybody? I hope your answer is obviously to the people who might be struggling with some sort of challenge that we have a solution to, right? So if you set up your newbie with that, you just don't talk to anyone. Yes, you can talk to anyone, because anybody can, if you're in health and wellness, can benefit from getting healthier, happier, whatever, right? But how about we really set them up with, okay, this is the problem we're solving. Talk to people whom you know are struggling with this particular challenge, okay? Do you think they might get better results in talking to people like that? I'm 100% certain. Let me know your thoughts. And then also, so let's not just talk, send them off with just talk to anybody and everybody, but get more strategic, get more specific. So you're setting yourself up for a higher chance of success, right? And then also, especially when it comes to social media, we as uplines, I think it is I'm not going to say our duty, but it might be a great idea for our teams, right? For the success of our teams, to learn a few skill sets so we actually can go ahead and create a system for our team that newbies can be plugged in, and it's going to give them the highest possible chance of fast results within their first 90 days, right? Because when people get results within these first 30, 60, 90 days, their chances of sticking around long enough so they can really achieve their goals is quite higher. Do you agree? Right? So I don't know about your system. Do you have a system for your newbie? I'm going to share real quick what our system looks like on my team, because I'm building a team myself as well. And here's what it is. We wanted to create a simple to follow system, okay? So a leader bringing in a team will understand the value of the system of, okay, this is something that anyone can do. And that's really what we need to create for our teams. Would you agree? Okay, and your newbie comes in and go, oh, okay, I can do that. That is really how easy the system needs to be to actually give your newbie the highest chance of success within their first 90 days. So what we've done is we've created one curiosity post that works like magic, okay? And if you need help with that, drop it down below, because I'm more than happy to really give you a glimpse on our system, okay? So you can take a glimpse at that. So you want to write one curiosity post that really gives people a high chance for their people, their tribe, in their social media, for them to raise their hand and telling them, okay, because the curiosity post talks about a specific challenge. So the people with this challenge in the newbies sphere of influence is actually going to raise their hand. Okay, so the newbie doesn't have to chase anybody, but starts attracting the right kind of people right away and starts to identify, okay, who in all the people I'm friends with on Facebook or on social media actually is struggling with this, because now I can put them into maybe a Facebook group where they can learn more about what the solution looks like. Okay, so that's what we do. One curiosity post. Then we have one live video, clearly structured, clearly lined out, so people can tell their story, can share their journey, which is also going to help the right kind of people, meaning right kind of people as in people who are struggling with a specific challenge that we can help solve, right? To identify themselves. So your newbie is actually not talking to everybody and anybody, but to the people who need a solution to something, right? Which gives them a higher chance of being able to impact their lives positively as well. And then we also give our newbies a few stories that they can do to model, to learn how this works. And stories obviously is a very great way of actually, or these three things combined, right? The curiosity post, the live video, the stories combined actually is like a launch of your business, which is what you want to give to your newbie. And this does take a little bit of time and a little bit of thought, and I get it. And again, if you would like to have a conversation about how things work on our team, I'm more than happy to share. And if you go, well, you know, like I get it, but I kind of need a little bit of more help of how can I put that into practice on my team, I have a blueprint for you that I'm happy to send over to you. Just drop the word blueprint down below, how you can get started in the right way on social media, and then go ahead and duplicate that kind of right start on social media into your entire team. Okay, so drop the word blueprint down below if that's something that you'd like to know and have a look at. And I'm happy if this gave you a little bit of value, a little bit of insight of how we as uplines actually contribute to how many people on our teams find success or throw in the towel way too soon, right? Because this is an amazing possibility for many of us to actually create a viable plan B, right? But only if we set our newbies up, not only with the right set of expectations, but also with the tools and certain skills that they can go ahead and find the success that they're looking for, especially give them fast results within the first couple of weeks in the business. So I hope this was valuable. If it was, let me know. Thanks for watching, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again on Wednesday. All the best from Katrin, and take care and enjoy making this easy for your teams. All the best. Bye.